Okay, Cyrus is playing the Kiss pinball machine at Krist Novoselic's house. Seems to like it.
Oh, babe.
Shane with the camera. He's got the camera, babe.
The woman on the side from the wall got out.
Oh, he did it! Look at that, Shane, on his record player!
They got the song pictures in here! Hey, he's got the same thing there.
Cyrus freaking out. Okay, well, we'll come back to you because we have to wait till Chris comes back before. What?
Best innings and beat happening live.
Cool, miss.
I've got that.
Low light. Whoa. Okay. Whoa, I'm gonna check this out. There's the bass. The bass. Whoa, zoomed up here. Okay, that's the size of his speaker stack. Gotta put the camera on its side so we can compare it to Cyrus's height, which is fairly tall. But hey, if you're a tall guy, you can reach that. There's the bass. There's the old Washburn guitar. And we got zero low light here.
Play rock and roll night for me, babe.
Cyrus enjoying the Kiss thing. Anyway, so should I fade out here? Yeah.
I would recommend it.
It's not aftershave, it's shaving cream. It's quite fragrant. Fragrant.
Yeah.
Cologne, moisture.
Okay.
Introduce the show.
Okay, this is, of course, Cyrus TV show, episode number 9, and here we are with bassist for Nirvana, Krist Novoselic. And I'm going to ask Chris a few questions, and we're here in the basement of his house, and I just played the Kiss pinball machine, which I died over. And now I'm going to write a few questions. Posh 980, cameraman, pull it up for me, ask him. Well, Chris, what nationality are you?
Well, I'm not a nationalist. I do have an ethnic background, though, and it's a Croatian, Southern European. Speak Croatian. I guess you could say I'm an American citizen, right?
Yeah.
Technically.
Technically.
But we're all here on the planet. Due to the miracle of modern communication, like satellites, radio, TV, makes the world a lot smaller. So the whole idea of nationality is kind of outdated.
Yeah.
You can have an ethnic background, but I'm an earthly.
Okay. I guess it's kind of connected to the first question. Where were you born and raised?
I was born in Compton, California, so I'm straight out of Compton. I lived in Croatia. Family moved from there, and I moved to San Pedro, California, and lived there, which is a part of Los Angeles. Family moved to Avenue, Washington in 1979. Right down west. So they sent me to Croatia. I tell them my life. I left there, and then moved back to Africa. Spent some wasteful years there. Teenage drug days. And moved. Well, I reached 18.
Moved out?
Yeah, moved out.
Okay. Do you have any funny childhood stories?
Oh man. My brother was always a troublemaker. He'd always break his glasses and stuff like that. He'd always get in trouble about the weather report. Phone number. What's your phone number? Should I call your parents? Oh, it's 585. Blah blah blah. Well, here's a funny childhood stories. I got in trouble in a schoolyard once. What's your phone number? Just started rattling off these numbers, like who knows what the prefix was, not even any local prefix. It's like, hey, wait a minute, that's only 6 numbers. I'm like, 2.
Okay. Where did you go to school, or what schools did you attend?
Well, when I graduated from Alpine High School in 1984, never went to school after that. I always wanted to go to college, but I never got around to it. I was at these jobs. Everyone decided to just quit my steady job and start being a band. I wouldn't do it.
Went to school.
Oh, I'm not.
Are you, you still have your yearbooks?
Well, going back to when teenage debauchery, kind of a weird haze, I just, whenever it was picture time, I'd go skip. Because, those guys take their pictures, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, that means I got a whole period off. Smoke some cigarettes.
What bands did you listen to in high school?
Well, kind of didn't have access to a lot of music. I was very isolated. And I started out listening to older Scorpions, like Love Drive, Animal Magnetism, and Ozzy Osbourne, Wizard of Oz. Just teenage cock rock. And I liked a lot of older stuff too, like the Beatles and Led Zeppelin. And I was always into that stuff. Even when I was like 10 years old, I bought a Beatles record. So I was always into music, and I went through various phases of mainstream music. And I was exposed to some, like in Los Angeles, like 78, 79. I heard some Devo and I heard some B-52s. I thought it was cool, and then moved away and I lost touch with all that stuff. And then I kind of slipped out of my drug haze adolescent period and I rejected all my so-called friends and anything that had to do with them, which were those cock rock bands. And I was looking for some music, something to latch on to. And what I did is I reverted and I got into prog rock. And I'm like, Yes, and Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And I really like King Crimson. I still do like Crimson a lot. And I don't know, I was interested in it. And then I discovered punk rock. Buzz Osborne, I'm sure people are familiar with that story. Buzz Osborne's the guitarist from the Melvins and all this prog rock stuff. Like, you know, I rejected that too. And though I still held on to bands like Zeppelin and Aerosmith and Black Sabbath. And I really got an identity through punk rock because I formed some political values and I kind of got some social perspective, so things about society in perspective. You know, I was always in contempt of Republican right-wingers. I was like a young, ideal Democrat, you know, like voting for Walter Mondale in 1984, you know. I discovered punk rock in 83. Now I'm kind of an independent socialist. I'm a socialist ethically, but I don't belong to any political organization. But going back to those what bands that I listened to, so it was kind of a transition. And once I discovered punk rock, it affected my life in so many ways. It actually cleared up a lot of things I was confused about. So a lot of people are confused. It didn't help smoking pot and being in the party scene. It didn't help a lot because, you know, your mind, your brain's developing, and you're just stifling that development by subduing your brain. There's a lot of good messages out there in punk rock music, you know, straight edge. I mean, it's not good to, I don't believe it's good to shove anything down anybody's throat, but to an impressionable teenager, I'd want them to, I'd rather express them to like read and to spark a dialogue with their friends about positive things instead of saying, oh baby, let's go out drinking in our convertible, or a lot of those like sex and drug rock and roll ethos that are really worn and counterproductive, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I listen to. I went through this phase, any musical evolution.
Okay. I think I'll kind of skip over the question, what did you want to be after high school? Because I think it's pretty out there right now.
No, I wanted to be a doctor, wanted to be a paramedic. I didn't want to be anything. I didn't care what I wanted to be. I wanted to be happy, basically. And it just goes back to being a kid. Like, what do you want to do when you grow up? So you also got to have I guess you have this instilled in you that you need to have some concrete goal to really achieve something, to achieve something material, I don't know if I would have been happy being a doctor. I don't know if I probably don't have the mental capacity or the concentration skills that you need to be a doctor. So, I don't know. I wanted to be happy, and at the time, playing noisy punk rock bands and hanging out with my friends. Wisecracking cynic was suited me very well.
Were you tall in high school?
I was always tall. In kindergarten, I was tall.
What are some of your influences today? Like what bands, people?
Things that are influencing me musically. It's just anything, Now I got this high watt head with 4x12 Marshalls because I've been listening to Food live at Pete's, and so I go, whoa, Johnny Russell has a blues, so now I've got one now, So that's been I've just been listening to sounds, new stuff, old stuff,
This is kind of a personal question, but my thankful for the questions. Don't get me wrong. Give us a status on your personal life right now.
Oh, wow. Well, very happy. So much has happened to me in the last year. It's like winning the lottery, I was able to buy a house, and indulge in materialistic acquisitions. But I still find out that all my friends are with me. And my wife and I have been really getting along really well. I think because of the financial pressures are off us. Because we were always poor at the end of the month. It'd be stress time. Because it's like you have to keep the lights on, you got to pay the rent. I wasn't working, I was bringing home whatever I could from the band, and she was working. There's always car insurance and take the cat to the vet. And now I've been alleviated of those financial burdens. And it's been said before, the only good thing about money, if you have money, is that you don't have to worry about it anymore. So I guess I'm pretty happy, If I'll lose it all tomorrow, it'd be hard to say, but being like an anti-materialist, like that I claim to be, I should be happy if I live in a wood hut in the woods. It's easy to say now here in my new house. I guess this is the perspective I have about my band too. I'm happy that we maintain a level of credibility, because we've been always on the guard, like trying not to lose our edge or to have like these screwy perspectives thrown at us that we're just another mainstream rock and roll sellout band. And I don't think people really feel that way. I think people see us for what we are, and some of the ideas that we put across are being like digested by people. To what level and how deep and the effect of those ideas, that's a whole other story. But I'm glad for that. We were always on the guard, like phony rockers, and I don't think it happened. So maybe people are so uptight about it.
Do you have any hobbies or favorite activities?
Yeah, I like tinkering on cars, petrochemical, carbon monoxide filtering, rust heaps. I like building a fence. I guess I like playing music, which was supposed to be a hobby, but it's like a job. I like doing it. It's not really a job. It's not really a hobby. So I don't know what it is, really. Try to pursue some other instruments. I don't don't really have any hobbies. I want to get into sailing. And I was into boogie boarding when I was in Australia. Like,
When was that?
last month. And
Were you touring on vacation?
it was a tour. So,
What cities did you go?
oh, we played like Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, Brisbane, Gold Coast, Auckland, New Zealand. Did some surfing in New Zealand.
Pretty good lifestyle for a guy that just like last year was band that was worldwide.
Yeah.
Now some questions on band. Where and when did you meet Kirk? No.
Oh, I met Kurt in here and there. I've seen him around since 1985. We started talking, just getting to know each other about 1986, 87. So we had a lot in common.
Okay, so I
because
guess
of our environment, our values, our love for music.
So I guess you had the producer Rolling Stones watching some TV show.
Yeah, steal it or photocopy it. Don't buy it.
Inside the heart.
I don't want to say to go out and buy it. Because have you seen it?
Yeah, I've
Have
seen
you bought it?
I've seen the cover with Kurt wear that shirt on.
Corporate magazine
Still sucks, yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Good Kurt. See, that's why I think we maintain a lot of credibility. Kurt's diligence.
Give us the history of the band up until Bleach, from your perspective.
1987, 86, 87. Get together in Kurt's shop and shack house. Included drummer Eric Burkhart. Started practice about 3-4 times a week. Took it very seriously. Got a set of songs up in a couple of weeks, which Lloyd Barber, Spank, came up in that first couple of weeks there.
Were you guys called Nirvana back then?
No, we couldn't decide on the name of the band. We went through many names.
Such as?
Pen Cap Chew, Bliss, and we were christened Ted Ed Fred for one show by this one person. We just like, oh, okay, whatever, because he made the flyer for it, so I guess we were called Ted Ed Fred at one point. I guess there's other names. But they never, Skid Row.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they never really stuck.
That hurts.
And let me see what happened. Play parties. Never really play around Aberdeen because there's nowhere to play. Start playing shows and parties in Olympia, Tacoma. June May, he had a place in Tacoma called Community World Theater, and that was an era when Africa was happening. A lot of cool bands came through there, and we really supported the musical community. And come down and get paid like $15 and turn it down. Like, oh, okay, put it back in the club. And he got screwed out of that place, but he helped us out. He's helped out a lot of bands. We lost Aaron along the way. Had a drummer, Dave Foster, just for kind of a transition between Aaron and Chad. Cut a demo tape with Dale Crover from the Mountains at Reciprocal Studios, and it just happened to be Jack and Neil was the engineer mixer. In the time slot that we had booked, and he turned on Jonathan Coleman from South Hawk to the tape, and Jonathan like, yeah, you need John, so I discussed it. A single, it took about a year to put a single out. We picked up Chad Chen, the drummer. Love Bus single came out. Started practicing more and more. Quit my job, turning away my life because I was involved in being a painter, like a house painter, industrial painter, and set out recording the beach. I'm gonna turn this on. Wash it off. Oh, that's the furnace. I get a lot of furnace lights. You gotta get some headphones, like a real sound man. Yeah. I've been on
Just a
TV
cameraman,
lot.
yeah, not a sound man.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that would help because you know what the sound would be like if you actually played it back. So anyway,
Why don't you just shoot?
Just think next time.
that doesn't. I didn't think that we're too professional, and I didn't have that. Like, oh, okay.
What is professional?
I'll just.
What is professional?
And what is the word meaning? So, I'll just raise my voice a little. And how do you feel about Chad Channing leaving the band?
Well, it was a really hard thing to do, but I think it worked out for all of us. That's all I really want to say. I'm not elaborate on it.
Okay. How do you feel about going on a major label?
It was scary at first, and we didn't want to do it. We were really reluctant because we were ignorant to the ways that a major label works. And, so we found a manager who we dug, and that made us a lot comfortable with the whole idea because we could deal with somebody who's experienced in that world. It's a small business, and everybody knows each other. We were outsiders, so there's a lot of contempt for it. But as we started to learn, we figured out the way things work, and we got to know a lot of people. It's been some breeze now.
Okay. Does it hold you back at all from like if you were to want to change a member or add
No,
someone?
see, we came in with a position of strength because a lot of labels wanted us, so we kind of pretty much set our own terms. We've always been kind of constantly getting our way. And now, what's happened with the record, it's really elevated us in stature of the label, you know. Now before, there was like sheer Guns N' Roses. I don't know who else I get, but now we're like up there.
Yeah.
We're up there on the food chain in Geffen, so, you know, if we want something, please.
What do you think of all this publicity and media?
Well, it wasn't contrived at all. It was a very organic thing. I wish we got a kickback on all the money that Geffen saved from not really promoting the record and buying all these full-page ads and having a media blitz. I mean, there was like a vibe around us before the record came out. And when it came out, all our hardcore fans from the past bought it to where it sold out. See, Geffen anticipated us selling. Our goal was to sell about 250,000 records. 500,000 was gold. We would have never thought we would have had a gold record. So Geffen printed up 50,000 copies of Never Mind, but it get us through for a couple of months, and it sold out in like 2 or 3 days. And so we made a big splash at the retail stores, and there was the buzz. There was the video on MTV. Well, this is even before the video on MTV. This is really before any ads or anything. And so people were like, "Oh, I hear a lot about this band Nirvana. I want to buy the record." Like, "Oh, well, you got to wait till next week for it all sold out." So that kind of made this suspension, and it just created, got bigger and bigger. Smells Like Teen Spirit got added to more and more radio stations. They played a song, and people liked it and would request it. They'd only, like, the first time it ever got played, like on AOR radio, which is like album-oriented rock radio. You know, total save, don't take any chances. Bruce Springsteen, Bob Seger classics kind of mixed in with maybe the Black Crowes or like the newest band that they play. Well, they take a chance on us and play us like late on a Saturday night or a Sunday night, and they get requests for it. People would hear like, well, they like the song, so they call for it, and then they play it more, and the more it got played, the more requests they would get. So where was put in heavy rotation, where you hear it on the like prime time hours of radio, which is like prime time hours of radio when people are driving to work and they're driving home. So you hear the song on the radio, they like the song, they went and bought the record.
Yeah.
It was on MTV, helped a lot too.
It helped a lot.
Yeah, it helped. Yeah, I mean, it was MTV played the heck. That song, we got that song at the heck played out of it. It was really something. Yeah.
What do you think of all this? Do you plan to leave the big scene?
Well, whenever we can't really.
Oh.
No, leave the big scene. Maybe life is the big scene. Like, yeah, the big picture. There's something to ponder.
Chris's view, what do you think? Who do you want for president?
Jerry Brown. I've sent him some money. I think he's a man for the job. He's nailed right on the head. He's attacking old boy politics, the stagnant establishment, big money politics that are out of touch with real America.
Okay. Tell us what you wanted to say about censorship that you couldn't on town meeting.
Well, I wanted to come in from really an anti-establishment viewpoint, but I didn't really want to like come as some total like anti-establishment freak, you know, and scare everybody off, saying that, you know, like if I came in as like quote fringe person, it'd turn into like people wouldn't take me seriously. So I thought I'd come in with the context of a mainstream viewpoint. And I pretty much, I came in there and I expressed myself. I came in on a wing and a prayer. I really didn't know what was going on. It was my fault. Okay, I'll do the show. And then I show up. I thought there was going to be like 2 or 3 other people on my side. It's like, you know, it's just going to be you and Luther Campbell via satellite. Wow, is that it? So I got to carry this whole issue. And I wasn't that well versed on it. So I just went with my instinct and my just on my ideals. It was just, I just kind of winged it, and I was really nervous at first, but I kind of got relaxed after a while. I wish I would have, you know, 20/20 hindsight. What can you say? I wish or I should have, you know. I don't know. The more I'm trying to read a lot more. I'm trying to deduct a lot of ideas in my head. Really pinpoint ideas and trying to be really super aware. Like, I could learn to not choke up. But I think the more that I do it, the more as I express myself, the better I'll get at it. Because I have some ideas of what I'm lost. Formulative stages. I definitely want to exploit the position I have in the media and put my 2 cents in.
Okay. I'm going to move on to some rumors and other stuff. If people want to know. Give us the story on Courtney Love and her neighbor's cat.
Haven't heard about it.
Well,
I don't want to talk about any rumors about Courtney because they're just rumors, and I haven't heard any rumors about her. And rumors are just we'll leave those to the old ladies at the food stand again. I'd rather talk about more substantial things. Not that Courtney isn't substantial. I love her. I think that she's a great person, but just to talk about stuff like that.
what should fans look for in the future from your band?
What should they look for?
Yeah.
Well, they shouldn't really look for anything. I mean, I'd hate to live up to somebody else's expectations because I don't know where they cultivated those expectations. As I can relate that to you, what bands can maybe hope to see from us musically, a lot more diversity, a lot more experimentation, about all I can really say. But that's a standard answer. That's a standard answer to our next record. It's going to be
Experimental, yeah.
Right, that's what we all say.
Actually, sometimes a band will say that after they put out an album to make up for how they screwed up.
Yeah, yeah.
Be experimental. What do you think of bootlegs? Do you guys release your own?
I hate them. I hate bootlegs. You know, there's a bootleg record right there.
Of who?
Of us.
Oh.
A bootleg. Somebody bootlegged it. They screw up the song titles. Some arrogant jerk just decides they can put out a record of material that we thought was good enough to release. We would have released it. But they get their grimy paws on it, and it's not like they're sending the money to Calcutta to help the starving throngs there. They're putting the money in their own pocket, and they're just exploiting our music. And they're exploiting people, but I guess people are dumb enough to go spend $10, $20 on a record of marginal sound quality. I mean, yeah. Here's one right here. See?
Cyrus.
Did you buy this one?
I have
No.
Nirvana. I buy Kiss and Armageddon bootlegs.
Well, I think me and Pasha would buy anything that had the name on it.
I've got some more upstairs too.
But trust me, Pasha buys Nirvana bootlegs.
Hey,
He's right there, right there. Right there.
Look, Win and Dan
I
told
don't
me
even
that
wanna
they
show
released
them.
their own
No.
demos. Do you guys release your own demos?
No.
Never.
Because if we made the mistake of giving a few out, and next thing you know, we see them printed on vinyl.
Yeah, at least they spelled Kurt's name right.
How do we know what's
Son
right?
of a gun, is that son of a gun live, or
No,
is
it's
it just
just right.
No, I don't know where they got a lot of that stuff.
Pasha has son of a gun on tape.
See, you know, I don't even want to I don't want to talk about bootlegs anymore. I've said what I want to say about them, and you know, it's just free advertising for those schmucks. I'm gonna come after you, man. I'm gonna get a private detective, track you guys down, and there's gonna be federal marshals knocking on your door.
You said it.
You heard this on Cyrus the TV show.
I was just about to say that.
Novoselic's most wanted.
That's right.
You did a Withium for TCV. Where can one obtain an audio track of that?
Oh, that. This guy took the liberty of making a video to just us screwing around. And,
Have you seen it?
at a sound check. Yeah, I saw it. I wasn't too impressed by it.
I like it.
Well, that's fine. Everybody has their own opinion. I don't know where to get it. Maybe you'll find it on Blu-ray. Yeah.
Where can one get local anesthetic?
Local anesthetic?
Yeah.
Questions from here.
What's that?
Ask Pasha.
It says on Repertoire Records in Germany, there was this huge catalog, and one of them happened to be by Nirvana. It's called Local Anesthetic or something. Don't know.
It's another bootleg.
Another bootleg.
Probably total
Funny-
inferior sound quality.
Funny thing is,
So
Cyrus,
why'd you get that one as like an example? Or
No, my manager sent it to me because he gets hold of them. And I'm like, oh, thanks.
do you know about Sub Pop's release of your demos and stuff like that? You don't know about that?
Why they released them?
They're going to on CD. It's going to be called Filler. I don't know if you're supposed to know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
Oh.
But they said
Where
they're
did
going
you
to.
hear it?
Actually, I don't know, but I know it's. I wrote to Sub Pop and I asked them about it. They said it will be coming out.
I think I remember
Well,
seeing
they've even
something.
named it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They said it was perfectly legitimate.
sons of bitches.
And
No, I don't, yeah, I mean, maybe it's not a good
Chris.
time. See, now we're having this discussion about like business dealings about the band. It's starting.
That gets into sneaky territory.
Yeah, and it's not. You know, why you should just edit all this out. I don't see what we should be talking about this.
The Tiller thing.
Well, yeah, or just about stuff like that to people. I mean,
The people are gonna go,
well,
there's
Sub
a
Pop
new-"
looks bad. Yeah, Sub Pop looks bad. Like,
And
I
they
don't know
go-
what's going on.
And they go, hey, this
There's-
kid put it on a show. And,
Yeah, I mean.
well, I was just curious.
Yeah.
well, thanks, Pasha, for that. Okay, we're gonna move on to the.
So if
Next
the other
question.
questions have that stuff in them,
Is there a
still-
such? Oh, so the bootlegs. Do you want the bootlegs things to stay out?
No, I don't want to talk about bootlegs anymore.
No, I mean like when I read the show.
Oh, the bootleg stuff is fine, but anything after that.
Is there a central place where one can order your back catalog?
There's not a back catalog. There's just Bleach and Sliver Single, which are available through Sub Pop Records.
Okay.
That's the extent of our back catalog.
Any last words or comments?
Yeah, no, not really. Well, what kind of comment should I make?
I don't know. Wait a minute. They want to ask me questions.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it when you're going to see these. I'm a way big fan like they are. So.
Have you ever been to a Turkish prison?
No. I've seen Midnight Express, so.
Oh dear God.
Here there is no God. That's what it says on a Turkish prison when you walk in. Close the door.
That's a better answer than I ever could have.
What sparks that question?
I don't know. I was trying to think of good questions to ask, and that just sort of popped into my head.
Yeah, I remember I was smuggling some hash out of Turkey. I got caught.
You heard it.
I was standing in line at the ticket counter in Ankara airport, sweating like a pig. Nerve-wracked.
How often do you meet up with like Kurt and them off the road? Like does Kurt live?
Oh, we used to hang out every day, but now we've been on tour so intensely for so long, we all went our separate ways for a little while on vacation. Now we're looking forward to it back.
What city does Kurt live in?
Kurt's gonna live in Seattle, but he's down in LA right now. He's filming out.
What does he have a place there?
Yeah, he's got enough money.
What about David?
Yeah, Dave is originally from Washington, D.C., and his family's there. He really loves his family.
So is that where he's hanging out right now?
Yeah, he's hanging out with his mom and his sister.
Does he have a place in Washington?
No, he stays with his mom. He has a place here in Seattle.
So basically, you're the only one in Seattle right now.
Yeah. That's why I've
My luck.
been seen. That's why I've been seen all over the place.
Do a lot of people bug you when you go out in public?
Sometimes, yeah, it kind of bugs me. I don't get it. You know, I call it the cult of celebrity. Like, you know, you're just like some kind of public figure. Like, but I used to be that way too. And I remember when we went on tour with Sonic Youth the first time. And I was a big Sonic Youth fan. And I saw them in person. I'm like, I was nervous. And there they are. Yeah, and I got to know them. And just like, you know, they're totally great people, like everybody else. You know.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I probably freak out too. It's like, gee, it's 70 or something. I can just respect this right to go shopping. You know?
I've been having these discussions, or just conversations, not discussions, conversations with friends about how it's a lot of times you don't want to meet your idols or because you get them down. Have examples of it. Dave's been meeting a lot of things. Like, he met Bono, he met Metallica last night, he met, who else did he meet? Oh, he met Michael Stipe. He was telling me weird stuff.
He has good taste.
Should we explain that one?
Yeah. My little sister is really an REM fan, and Shane made up this fake conversation that she'd have if somebody ever told her that they listened to REM or mentioned their name. She'd say something like, "You have good taste." And so, it's an inside joke.
Have to be there. Could we do an intro segment with you for my show?
Okay.
Just where we're all sitting on the couch and like, you know, you haven't this introduction thing. So I was thinking, for my show, we could start it out with you talking, saying, "This is Cyrus TV show," you know, and with helper Shane, cameraman Pasha, and special guest Cyrus Amon. Sort of to play down the Krist Novoselic thing, you know. Get kind of the interview. Okay, no.
I'm all tired.
Okay, sorry.
I'm wasting my own need of ball.
I just don't want to be imposing. Yep.
What kind of tape is that?
Just one of Cyrus'
VHS,
tapes.
Maxell.
Actually, I both
Yeah, it's brand new.
So that's how you had it framed.
Yeah. What do you have to do to get the pinball machine to play Rock and Roll Night?
Oh, ready one here?
For the help.
That's it.
Baby.
There we go. I got an Auburn for $250. It was in a guy's backyard, covered with a tarp. And it didn't work.
Krist Novoselic playing the Kiss Pinball Machine.
Totally psycho world.
Here we go. We cleaned it all up. Oh, I just drained. Hey, go inside.
Oh, I already played it long for a while there.
Oh,
Wait, where you're up there, I'll play it. Trust me.
Oh. Yeah, we cleaned it all up. And there was like special wax.
One of these days I'll have this game, trust me.
Yeah. I guess even the back glass is worth $5. They're, you know,
It's worth, I've seen them sold for like $1,200.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty highly collectible kiss item. Probably the most expensive kiss item there is.
I'm fucking lucky.
Well, I'm used to you guys. You're all
See, I
being tall.
wouldn't even have paid $250 for it if but I did because it was a kiss, you know. I thought it was pretty collectible. But I've gotten stuff like kiss sleeping bags and you never heard of that?
With Eric Carr on it?
No, not with Eric Carr, but
I'm getting this on.
What do you have?
oh, I give it all to Matt Lucan from monthly.
Oh!
When I find it, I give it to him. Yeah,
See,
he's
the
got,
next Cyrus TV
he's got
show
a lot
with
of
Matt
stuff. Like, he's a man. You know where you go is you just go to like Value Village or
Do they have them? Like, would you know what crate?
no, you have to find them. They just show up.
I've never seen. I've never even been to Valley Village.
Kiss
but I've
sleeping bag. Yeah, we actually had 2 of them. Yeah. Yeah, you can get that.
2
shit.
kiss sleeping bags. Not 1, but 2.
Yeah.
They probably got a 2-fer on that one.
But do you know those? That was about 4 or 5 years ago too.
Do you know if those any kiss items with Vinnie Vincent on it?
Not that I know.
Yeah. Because I don't even have one photograph of him in makeup.
I just I got out of Kiss. I was into Kiss when they were happening. Like when I was in junior high school, like it was just totally wild. And
What do you think of them now?
I think they're kind of sexist guys.
Yeah. Their new album, they're trying to as an old
they're
band.
so old. I mean, they've had facelifts and stuff. And you know, Gene Simmons is Liza Minnelli's manager.
Yeah.
You heard that, huh?
Yeah. Is that bad?
No, but it's kind of weird though, isn't it?
Well, he does a lot of management and production things. And of course, he's been in a lot of movies too.
Yeah.
I think he just gets bored with just the rock lifestyle for 20 years.
Yeah.
But I think that's good that a band can last that long and still have fun doing it.
Yeah, that's true. But I got out of Kiss after Love Gun. And I remember when those records like just came out. Yeah, the new Kiss record, Love Gun.
You never got a live too?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Rocket Ride, 4 extra songs. Yeah, she wants a rocket ride.
Should I just fade out on this?
That's a great guitar solo. Rocket Ride. Ace smokes. Ace was the boozer of the band.
Yeah, that's why he left.
Yeah.
That's so drugged out they ended up lying and saying that he had guitars on some of their albums and then he actually didn't really end up being Vinnie Vincent.
Really?
Do you remember Pictures of the Night?
Oh yeah.
That was the Ace Frehley wasn't even on that. That was all Vinnie Vincent.
Same with what record?
Unmasked.
I don't know if it was Unmasked, but there was one where Anton Fig played all the music.
Anton Fig, yeah, that was Unmasked.
And it was supposed to be Peter Criss.
Yeah. Peter Criss was like right in the middle of the Dynasty tour.
He was also like, he didn't think
Now he's a loser.
Is he?
He's doing nothing. He wrote an autobiography and was gonna get it like on hardcover, but no one will like even publish it for him to maybe paperback. He can't even get a record deal.
Oh really?
He could have stayed at Kiss. Kiss wanted him, you know. They begged for him to come back practically, but I mean, whenever he decided to leave, but he left and decided he could be successful in a soul tour. And now he's like, the latest thing he ever got in the media was that episode of Donahue.
He still probably has a ton of cash, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. Ace Frehley, I don't think he has a recent record deal. His last album was like in '89.
Ace songs are always the best ones in the Kiss records.
Yeah,
That was,
his soul album was like one of the best too.
That was the best one, yeah.
Well, no, I think it's kind of a tie between him and Paul Stanley. They were going to come out with an Eric Carr solo album. But yeah, right when he got into the band, but they figured, well, you know, he just came into the band, so we're not gonna risk it.
Oh.
Nothing bad in the game.
You don't like that, don't you?
No. That's got the musical case.
Yeah, the amplifier built in?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is like Brett's. It's exactly. This is Brett's guitar. He must